And CCD's shares have now gone down by more than 19% in the first hour of the trade. That's the news coming in. CCD stock down by more than 19%. Let me go across to my colleague Viren Farao, joining us from the Newspit. Viren, this is of course news that is coming in the aftermath of the letter that has also come out. Can you help us understand this further?
Right, thanks Apurva. I'm joined by ET Now's Ajay, who's joining us here in the newsroom. Ajay, if you can put this entire story a bit in perspective for our viewers, because this is a man who comes with a big reputation, known as India's coffee king, etc. A number of adjectives used to describe him. What sort of impact does this have on the business community as a whole, and in terms of Coffee Day being an original made in India sort of brand?
Well, that's correct. Viren, this is a very tragic news which we woke up to in the morning. And ever since, we've got reactions from businessmen, from fund managers, and the entire business ecosystem. That there's no taking away the fact that he had definitely, made a large franchise in India, in a Cafe Coffee Day, Mindtree, of course, where he also held stake, and some logistic businesses. So this is one very reputed business name which we are talking about, especially in southern India. We were just also speaking to Bala, the former CFO of Infosys, and he was also very sad to see the way things have shaped up, especially the ingredients of the letter, allegedly, which has been left behind from him to the board, saying how they were pushed into some kind of a debt situation. The stocks, of course, are down very sharply, cracking, but it's also run by a very professional management. So the company is not going anywhere in a hurry for sure. But the ingredients of the letter, talking about tax terrorism and the way financial issues may have pushed him in resigning, from that kind of a situation and taking the extreme step, that is something which the entire business community here in Bombay is discussing right now.
Well, absolutely. Thanks for putting the entire story in perspective for our viewers. There you have it, Apurva. This is a story that has widespread ramifications, not just for this one particular company alone. The tragic news, as Ajay was pointing out, unfolding this morning, has left a bit of a, is shocked the entire industry across the country and entrepreneurs all the way through.